are three signs that you may have an unhealthy microbiome. And the three signs are: you eat a lot of processed food. The microbiome is alive and it eats healthy food like we should eat healthy food. So when you eat a lot of processed food, you typically do not have a healthy microbiome. The second thing is overuse, a history of overuse of antibiotics. Antibiotics kill all the good bacteria, bad bacteria, kill the microbiome. So that if you have a long history of it, you probably have an unhealthy biome. The other thing is when we are super stressed. I mean, super stressed. Stress is probably one of the biggest things that changes the microbiome. I've even seen it here in my practice. I tested someone's microbiome, say, one time, and then 6 months later, they had a huge stress. Their parent had passed away, and it changed from good to poor in that short time. So stress is a huge factor in how healthy your microbiome is. One of the first things that I suggest is that you do a microbiome test. It's a stool sample. We have them here in the office. It gets sent out to the lab. It takes about 4 to 6 weeks to get back, and it measures several different things because there's actually 4 components to actually looking at the microorganisms in the microbiome. And those things, you get like a gut score when they send the results back. And what they're looking at is the balance of all the different organisms in the gut. The second thing is the diversity, the microbiome diversity. How many different bacteria do you have? Remember I said there's over 1 trillion of them? So it's which ones you have, so it's the groups that you have, and it's also the diversity and how many different ones that you have. And then the other score, part of the score, is the pathogenic, which are the bad bacteria, the ones that are not healthy to our body. And then the last one is the beneficial bacteria, the ones that are good for us. So in this test, it measures all of those, in all, not all of the trillion microorganisms, but several of them, let's say 100, 125 of them that they test for. And in each of those groups, they give you a score and then give you a total score. So it helps me when I look at the testing for you is, one, how good or how poor your microbiome is, and it also gives us clues on what we need to rebuild it.